Welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be doing 2 looks using the Blue Blood palette in my other video that I'll have linked in the cards and in the description. I showed you guys that I hauled a whole bunch of stuff from the entire Blue Blood collection, and I asked you guys if you would rather see 2 looks in one video or 4 looks in one video, and I got way more comments for the 2 looks in one video. So that's what I'm gonna be doing today. Now I am filming this at different days, but whatever. Today, I think I'm gonna be going a little bit more on the neutral route with this, with maybe a pop of blue. I did mix in the Liquid Frost and Expensive into my foundation, but I don't really notice a huge difference. I mean, I feel like I can pick up a little bit of shimmer here and there, but it's not like what I was expecting. So I'm still kind of playing around with these to see like what are all the different ways that I want to use this. But let me get into the first look. I don't really have a plan for what I'm doing, per usual. So let's just get right on into this. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more videos. I typically get a lot of new makeup. I'm ashamed of myself, buy a lot of new stuff. So if you're ever curious about what is new, what is hot, then be sure to subscribe and to hit the bell notification so you don't miss any videos. Like Friday's video, I can't tell you what Friday's video is going to be, but it's going to be awesome. It's going to be up later in the day on Friday, so don't forget to hit the bell for Friday. All right, so I got you guys all zoomed into my eyeballs, and I had a couple of comments saying that in my other video with the Blue Blood palette that they wanted me to pick up the palette and point to what color I'm using, so I'm going to do that today. So the first shade that I'm going to go into is Untouchable, which is the pink shade right there. I did use this in my other video and I wasn't super impressed by this on my skin tone. I don't know what it is, but it looks a little interesting on me to say the least. I feel like I would like it as like a weird blush shade, but I don't know about this one, guys. Like, I feel like I'd like a little bit of a deeper like peach shade rather than like a pastel pink. But I mean, it's not my palette and I haven't used it enough to figure out why it's in here. So we're just gonna roll with it. Because I feel like every shade that's in a palette, they put it in there for some reason. Like there was a point in like testing it where they're like, oh, I really need this to go with these shades. You know what I mean? So I haven't taken, now I forgot what this shade is called. Y'all, I'm so out of it today. Priceless. I haven't taken Priceless yet, I don't think. I use so many shades in my video that I don't even remember what I've used and what I haven't used. But I kind of want to take this, I don't know, over this. Oh, this does make it like a little bit more peachy. Oh, interesting. Do you see that? Do you see how this one's a little bit more peachy than this one? I kind of like that. I kind of like the peachy. I don't know what it is, but does anyone ever have a spot on their eye where nothing wants to blend? My spot is right in here. I don't know what it is. I don't know why it happens that way, but I will freaking pack on eyeshadow on this part of my eye and like it just disappears. Don't ask me, I don't know why. So now I want to take a little bit of mint tea over here. What do I want to do? I want to put this kind of, it's like a pop of color. That top row is so pastel. I used to really want like a super good pastel eyeshadow palette, but the more pastel eyeshadows that I got, the more I realize that they don't really look all that cute most of the time. That's my problem, is I like psych myself out on stuff because I'm like, oh, it's gonna sell out, or oh, I'm never gonna see it again. And there's a name for this, where they do the whole limited edition, blah, 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 blah. They like trick you into like impulsive buying, and it gets me every single time. All right, now I'm gonna take Celebrity Skin, and I'm gonna attempt to deepen up my crease with this. I haven't used this one yet. How dark are you? Not that dark. I mean, that is a freaking nude shade. I'm a pretty fair person, and that is nude. But I understand that this is a really good shade to blend blue shades out because it's a pretty neutral light brown, so it's not going to interfere with the blue and make it turn a different color. But with these shades combined, they just look a little off. I'm gonna go back in with the two shades that are in my crease. Gonna blend out the Celebrity Skin a little bit if I can. That's not really blending out. Oh geez, this is going downhill. These are such neutral shades. This is why I don't wear neutrals. They never work, they don't look right. What is going on my eyelid over here? What is this? It's like patchy, super dark, and won't blend out. All right, we're just gonna go over the outer corner with the shade Power, which is that more gray blue. Kind of go right over that because that's not really my favorite shade. Oh, why is this looking so weird? Y'all, what is going on? What is up with my eyeballs today? Why doesn't my eyeballs want to work? See, like this side I feel like blended out way better in my crease than this side. What is going on? See, this is more so what I want it to look like. This eye, what are you doing with your life? What is going on here? I feel like it's getting really patchy and like cleaning on to like what? It's like hella patchy over here, super pigmented right here, and then like patchy again. I never have this problem. Now this eye is gonna look like a black eye, and I was gonna go neutral with this. My life. I mean, I do understand that some of these are pressed pigments, so don't come at me and try and lecture me about that. I'm gonna go back in with Untouchable, that pink shade, and Celebrity Skin. I'm gonna mix those together and blend over this like blue shade and try and bring back that warmth a little bit. Moving up. One problem is if you get caught up in that one spot, you just gotta move on. I'm gonna take Power on the end of this little brush and just put it underneath my lash line. I'm gonna take Ice Tray, which is that one right there, and I think I want to wet the brush. I never wet the brush and then go into the eyeshadow. I always pick up the eyeshadow on the brush and then wet it, because I feel like it helps from the eyeshadow kind of like sealing over. But taking Ice Tray, something just stabbed me in the eye. I just realized that I did not put my contacts on. I hate when I do that. When I go and I do like most of my eyeshadow and then I'm like, crap, I didn't put my contacts in, and now I gotta touch my eyeshadow with my fingers. I said I wanted to do a neutral look. This is very neutral. And now that I have that all over the lid, I'm gonna take Krystal Blush, which is the one at the bottom there, and trying to think if I want like a halo eye or what am I doing with this? Let's see. I'm gonna take this one wet as well. I'm gonna put this just starting off right here. Not really happy with this. I'm gonna take a little bit more of that minty shade that I put under my lash line and kind of go back in and intensify it. Y'all, I'm really not happy about how this is looking. I'm gonna need a little bit of power and go over that line where the shimmer is. My life. I'm gonna take Wealthy, which is the matte like cream shade right at the end there, and I'm gonna take this on my brow bone, and then with a bit of a smaller brush. How did that happen? What? And then I'm gonna take Cullinan, which is the shimmery white shade, and I'm gonna put this on my inner corner. This shade is so icy white. It is insane. It like freaks me out every time I use it because it's so white. I am going to take the lipstick out of the Blue Blooded set in the shade Titanic, and I'm gonna do some winged eyeliner with this. This wing is playing me right now. One of those times where you try and get your wing real sharp, and instead of it getting sharp, it just keeps getting longer and longer, and you're like, oh God, I need to stop. All right, I feel a lot better about this now that I put some mascara on. I also concluded that I like this eye and this wing a lot better than this eye for some reason, and I think I want to take the other liquid lipstick in Medusa to tie in this kind of grayish color. Oh, that is hella gray. Y'all, I'm being so messy with this. For some reason, I feel like this applicator is a little bit more fluffier than the other ones that I use, and it keeps like tickling my lips, and it's such an odd sensation that it's like freaking me out real bad. All right. This is the end of look number 1. I'm kind of over it. So many things were going wrong. So I know there's days where you think your makeup looks bad and you take a picture of it, and then like a few days later you're like, oh, that kind of looks good. I'm kind of hoping that that's what's gonna happen to this, where I'm like, right now I'm like, I'm ready to just like take this off. This is not working for me. And then hopefully when I look back at this, I'm like, oh, that actually wasn't that bad. So now on to look number 2. All right, so now on to this look number 2. I did prime my eyes differently. So in the first part of the first look in this video, I used the Makeup Forever primer with a little bit of the concealer over top of it. And for this one, I think I want to use the Fenty Beauty Matchstick in Linen with the Fenty Beauty concealer because it's a little bit more tacky. I want to try that out with the Blue Blood palette to see if I'm going to get the same kind of like patchiness that it had, which was super weird. But let me zoom you guys on into this. Now, I really want to use the shade Blue Monday and Flourishing. I really want to focus on those two shades. So I think I'm going to take the Blue Monday shade first. I'm going to start by packing this all over my lid here. I would honestly say this Blue Monday shade by far is definitely my favorite shade in this palette. I absolutely love this shade. I don't know what it is about this. I don't believe I have anything similar to this in my collection. It's just so pretty. It's like the perfect blue purple shade. Like it has the tiniest hint of purple in there, but it's still pretty dominantly blue. I don't know, it just looks so stunning. All right, so now I'm gonna take the shade Flourishing, that one, and I'm gonna blend this shade out. Now I'm just gonna start off by kind of placing the color down, and then I'm gonna go through and do more back and forth motions because I really want these two colors to pop. Kind of going in the windshield wiper motions. Now I'm just gonna go back into the Blue Monday and identify any color that was lost in the blending process. I definitely think that this is working a lot better than what I was doing in the last tutorial. Now I'm going to take Blue Monday on a blending brush and lightly blend it into the flourishing shade. And by lightly, I mean like I'm barely touching my eyes. So now this is super pigmented and bright. I am gonna take another smaller brush. I'm gonna take the one that has a little bit of the flourishing color left on there, and I'm gonna take Mint Tea, that one down there, and I'm gonna kind of load up this brush and put it right along the edges. That is some blown out eyeshadow right there. Whew. This is pigmented. So now I'm going to take Blue Monday and I'm going to put that shade underneath my lash line, really focusing on building it up. Now I'm going to take that same brush that I used Flourishing and Minty on, and I'm just going to blend out on this outer corner here and kind of getting to get this shade to kind of wrap around in like a C shape. I don't want it completely blown out all underneath my lash line. I just want it on this outer corner. So now that I got this to the pigmentation that I want it at, I'm going to be taking Ocean Eyes, which is the glittery shade down at the bottom there, and I'm going to wet my brush and put this kind of in my outer corner. So just taking it and I'm going to put it right along my lash line and then bringing it up a little bit into my outer corner. And then with the brush that I used to blend out Blue Monday, I'm just gonna lightly try and blend that out, getting a little fallout from the glitter. And then I'm gonna take the shade Entitled, which is that one, and I really want to pack this on the inner corner. Ooh, talk about packing it. And then taking that smaller brush and a little bit of Mint Tea and just going along those edges, making it super blown out. I can't decide if I want a wing or not. I kind of like this a bit smoky, but I'm actually gonna put the Jeffree Star liquid lipstick in the shade Abuse on my waterline, which I've never done before, but I've seen Jeffree Star do it. So I'm just gonna take a teeny bit on this flat brush here and open my eyes really big. Oh my god. Okay, that worked better than I thought it would. I was like, oh, it's gonna bleed into my contact. Oh, I got it on my contact. That's actually really pretty. I'm liking that. And then I really want to take this Liquid Frost in Prostitute, which is this pretty green one, and I'm going to use this one as a highlight today. And I think I want to try it out with a brush. So I'm going to take this ColourPop brush that has the dual fibers, and I'm going to take just a little bit of that, and I don't know, I want to kind of meet it up with the eyeshadow. I don't really know if I like it with a brush. I think I like these a little bit better with my finger than a brush. I feel like with a brush it kind of takes away that glitter. I'm keeping you guys zoomed in so you can kind of see the highlight better, because when I went in and edited my other video where I used this as a highlighter, which I'll have linked in the cards, it didn't look as good as I wanted it to. Like, it looked way better in person than it did on camera. And I was like, I don't like that. And then I think with the brush, I'm going to take just a little bit and dust it over the top of the eyeshadow. I feel like I have a little bit more control up there. Blending it into the highlight. And then I'm going to take my normal ColourPop F5 highlighting brush and the shade Cullinan, which is the very white shade. And I'm just gonna tap into this once because it is super white. I'm gonna just tap over the highest parts of my cheekbones. Y'all, I like an intense highlight, but like this is a whole another level of intense highlighter. And then I think I'm gonna go in with the shade Jawbreaker from the Blue Blooded palette as my lipstick. So this is way more blue than I thought. So I'm gonna mix in a little bit of the Abuse shade with a lip brush. I don't know what it is about this blue lipstick that I keep trying to put on, but I just feel like someone just stuck lips on me. Like it doesn't feel like they're my lips. All right, and this is the finished look for the second one. I definitely like how this one came out as opposed to the first one. I think the colors pop a lot more. It was way easier to blend out. The lips are still kind of freaking me out. It's a little too much, I don't know, but I really like the eyes. I was dying to use the shade Blue Monday, but if you guys have any shades that you are like screaming out and you're like, I need to use that one, or please use that one, or two, then let me know down in the comments below. Give this video a thumbs up. I'll also link my friends' videos down in the description to where they've also done their looks with their palettes, and they're also doing giveaways as well. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching.